Alright, hell yeah. So this spin is on a tiny wave, and it's impressive to me that I can actually, do this spin on this wave. So hell yeah. So we have a pile, and we do a pile spin, and we almost do a second one. But hell yeah. And this just shows you the fundamentals of a pile spin. So there's a pile to my left, and then we're going to drive into the trough. That's one aspect, and then we're going to spin on that. And because we're spinning just right on the side of the pile, that is kind of this loose place where you can just do a spin. I don't even really need to do much. The boat just instantly spins, and just changes direction. And then we're back to a surf. I just not able to do it again because it's such a tiny wave. So hell yeah. And then so I think I could do this on repeat. Like the techniques that we're doing is edging, paddling into the trough, prying. So you can even almost see two paddle strokes like there and there. And there to a few paddle strokes just to make sure that we're edged and we got some of this momentum down into the trough, and then we can set up the pry and then just switch. And even that, okay, so and then we over rotate. So we want to over rotate, and then when we jump to this high side, the boat with this over rotated gets pushed in. So that's the other feature that's really cool with R1 is as I'm jumping from this side to the other side, the boat shifts down into the trough. And so I'll have to pay attention to that next time, especially if I over rotate and then I shift, because we've been talking about that even to catch waves. Like anytime I'm switching from one to the other, I totally have to make sure I know, like, hey, is this going to be beneficial? So like right here, so we're over rotated and then jumping, and it squishes the boat down into the trough more, and we're on the high side, so that kind of seals the deal. It doesn't do it that well, to really set up a second surf, but it's promising, to do multiple spins on this small wave. So edge, get low in the trough, pry, and then over rotate, jump to that high side, and try to do it again. And our spin doesn't really, is it more just the over rotation? Yeah, so it's just, I could be, and I think be aggressive with the paddle switch. So even just like right here, get aggressive with jumping across, and, to really drive that in lower. Because, because even right here, if I jump to the high side, but like we said, it might kick me downstream. Anytime I jump from there to there, it's going to kick the boat. And this was a pretty good angle to kick in. It's just very difficult to do two loops or two spins. All right, so hell yeah. Watch it one more time, and then you can watch it with sound. All right, booyah.